The ASRock Phantom Gaming Intel Z790I is among the best mini ITX motherboards that you can buy. It's based on the Z790 chipset, and it made its entry into the market quite late, with support for Intel's 12th, 13th, and 14th generations. The board offers great memory support, along with sufficient storage options and an overall fast networking solution. Overall, it really does provide a great experience, so let's jump into it. Looking into the design, it sits on top of an 8-layer PCB design with a matte black finish. At first sight, it comes off as another plain black motherboard, but what's unique here is the VRM heatsinks. They're connected through a heat pipe which is actively cooled. The heatsinks have the standard Phantom Gaming branding on them, and there's a total of 3 if you count the heat pipe connected heatsinks as separate. Glancing at the top, you get a standard 8-pin power connector for the processor in the top left corner, rated at 12 volts. On the right side, there are 2 DIMM slots for your memory, with locking mechanisms on both ends. There's no RGB, so if you want to add, you'll need to install your own via the headers. For thermal design, the board uses an excellent 14+1+1 phase VRM design, and it actually does an excellent job with the 14 phases dedicated to V-Core. There's a total of 1,540 amps power stages, which is the most you'll likely see in a motherboard of this size. This allows the board to handle even high-end flagship Intel processors quite easily, with plenty of room for overclocking as well. Moving on, it offers a single PCIe by 16 Gen 5 slot for your GPU. Gen 5 support is quite nice to see here, and it's something most motherboard manufacturers compromise on. Along with that, you get 2 M2 slots, but they're both based on Gen 4 instead of Gen 5. You also get 3 additional SATA headers that support speeds of up to 6 GB per second. Memory performance and overclocking are where this board really shines, with support for max speeds of 8600 MHz, which is absolutely insane. With the 2 DIMM slots, you get a max capacity of 128 GB. Moving on to the thermal efficiency and performance, it's no surprise that the Phantom Gaming Z790I is able to remain cool even under intensive workload and high power draw. You'll be able to install any flagship processor on this board without any thermal trouble thanks to the extensive VRM design employed on the board. Where this board lacks a little is USB ports and connectivity. There are a total of 10 USB ports, out of which 6 are present on the rear and 4 are accessible through the internal headers. Fortunately, there are no USB 2.0 ports on the back, with 2 of the 6 based on USB 3.2 Gen 2, and the remaining using the 3.2 Gen 1 technology. On the front, you get 3 USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports and a single USB 2.0 port. For network connectivity, the board offers solid options in a 2.5 gigabit Ethernet chip from Realtek, along with a built-in Wi-Fi 6E module. When comparing it to competitors like the Asus ROG Strix Z790i Gaming Wi-Fi, the ASRock Phantom Gaming variant offers superior memory performance and storage options, while being significantly cheaper than the former. Not only that, the VRM configuration in the ASRock Phantom Gaming Z790i is also better, as the Asus variant only offers a 10+1+1 phase configuration. All in all, the ASRock Phantom Gaming Z790i is an amazing mini ITX motherboard and is able to offer superior performance and thermals than its rivals that are priced much higher. Great thermals, good storage, and overall excellent performance are what make this board stand out. To sum up, what I like is the PCIe Gen 5 support, the amazing price-to-performance ratio, and the excellent thermal performance. On the downside, there's no native RGB and no Gen 5 for storage. Ratings: VRM design, 9 out of 10. Connectivity, 8.5 out of 10. Aesthetics, 8.5 out of 10. Features, 8.5 out of 10. Value for money, 9 out of 10. For an overall rating of 8.5 out of 10. If you're serious about maximizing your gaming experience or building the ultimate system, there's plenty more to discover. Check out my other videos packed with suggestions and reviews.